Percival Blake was a young naturalist dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of nature. His fiancée, Elowen Mercer, was an artist who loved to capture the beauty of nature in her paintings. One weekend, they decided to go camping in the remote forests of North Carolina. Elowen thought that this vacation would be both relaxing and inspiring. Percival was full of dreams of finding undiscovered plant and animal species deep in the forest. When they reached the campsite, Elowen lit the campfire while Percival took a short exploratory tour of the surroundings. The dense, dark air of the forest gave him both excitement and a slight uneasiness. At night, as they sat around the campfire, Elowen told him about a strange figure she had seen in her dreams. The figure was a faceless being dressed in black, waiting for him by the river. Percival laughed it off as Elowen's imagination, but Elowen's restlessness did not go away. On the second day, Percival and Elowen went deeper into the forest. With each step, the silence and darkness of the forest drew them in a little further. While Percival took notes of discovery, Elowen tried to paint the beauty of the forest. But Elowen constantly had the feeling that something was watching them. Percival tried to ignore this feeling, but at night he began to think that a shadow was following them. At night, as they sat around the campfire, Percival asked Elowen to come back, but Elowen knew that Percival wanted to stay because of his passion for exploring these woods. Percival tried to trust himself to suppress his uneasiness, and the next day they decided to go deeper into the forest. On the third day, deep in the forest, among the trees, they came across an old bridge. The bridge led to the darkest corner of the forest. Elowen did not want to cross it, but Percival persuaded him. When they reached the middle of the bridge, Elowen saw the figure from his dream again. This time the figure appeared at the other end of the bridge. Percival, unable to see the figure, could not understand Elowen's fear and tried to lead him to the end of the bridge. But the figure suddenly appeared behind Percival. It was Elowen's screams that startled Percival. Percival turned around and saw that the figure was real and coming towards him. Percival pushed Elowen to the other side of the bridge to protect her, but he was confronted by the figure. The figure appeared to be a being trying to suck Percival's soul. Percival tried to fight the figure, but he was powerless. As Percival struggled with the figure, Elowen followed him screaming at the end of the bridge. The figure began to pull Percival deeper into the river. When Percival's eyes met Elowen's, there was a sense of farewell. Elowen jumped into the river to save her lover, but could only find Percival's hat. The figure and Percival were lost in the depths of the river. When Elowen was alone on the bridge, he realized why the figure in his dream had called him. This bridge was a gateway through which lost souls returned to the world. Percival's soul was doomed to remain in this world, a prisoner of the figure. Elowen left the forest grieving the loss of Percival. Years later, the painting of the bridge he painted in memory of Percival was displayed in the town library. However, viewers of the painting began to claim that a black figure hovered over the bridge at night. The bridge was no longer just a memory, but a warning. No one could solve the dark secret of this bridge. Elowen continued to live in Percival's memory, but every night he kept seeing the same figure in his dreams. The figure whispered to him that Percival would return, But Elowen knew that Percival's soul could no longer rest in peace.